Insolent statement from Assad, very heavy words for Turkey. And Erdogan. Assad, the leader of the regime in Syria, accused terrorism in Syria is a Turkish product and said, "I will not meet with Erdogan under the conditions he offers. Erdogan wants to legitimize the Turkish occupation in Syria by meeting with me," said. Normalization efforts between Ankara and Damascus remain on the agenda in Moscow, the capital of Russia, in May. Former Foreign Minister Mevlüt Çavuşoğlu and his Syrian counterpart, Faisal al-Mikdad, established the highest-level contact between the two countries 11 years later. There are great obstacles to normalization. Although the two countries want to normalize relations, the conditions presented are like two opposite poles for Ankara-Damascus, while Syria has put on the table the complete withdrawal of Turkish soldiers from the country as a preliminary demand. Turkey does not back down from its position as it believes that this will deal a heavy blow to the fight against terrorism. Assad has said before that he will not sit down with Erdogan until the Turkish military completely withdraws from Syria. And similar statements came from Syrian officials. Erdogan left the door open in a statement he made in mid-July. President Erdogan said, "We are not in a situation to shut the door with Syria. The door is open. Quadruple summits should be held. But we are not closed at the meeting point with Assad. We will see them. Their approach to us is important. Syria and Assad, unfortunately. He wants Turkey to leave northern Syria. Such a thing cannot happen. How can we get out when there are terrorists on our borders? Can he use the same expression to different countries? We'll get through all of this," he said. He said, "I will not meet Erdogan under the conditions he provided." Syrian President Bashar Assad made statements targeting Turkey and President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. In an interview with Sky News Arabia, Assad said, "I will not meet Erdogan under the terms, criteria he offers," said, accounted Turkey of creation of terrorism. "The purpose of Erdogan wanting to meet with me is to legitimize the Turkish occupation in Syria." Assad said, taking the accusations further, "Terrorism in Syria is a Turkish product," said. Assad also added, "The biggest challenge to the return of refugees is infrastructure destroyed by terrorism." Used the phrase,